Hello everybody, it's Proftrof and YouTube suggested some awesome video. 50 most dangerous animals kept as pets. Let's think about it. I assume most of the people that are going to keep the pets are Russian. It's going to be a lot of bears, a lot of tigers, a lot of lions, a lot of big cats as a whole. What else? I heard there's a dude that raised a hippo and then died. Wow.
Forget
Surprise.
cats and dogs. These extraordinary
wild.
pets break all the rules. Yep, these deadly animals have all been domesticated by their unorthodox
Okay. Domesticated is a strong word to use
owners,
here.
proving that you can think outside the box when it comes to adopting an animal companion. If you
Yeah.
thought your dog had a mean
Hey, listen. Don't do this.
bark, wait until you see these petrifying pets.
Oh
These
yeah,
are
hyenas.
15 most dangerous animals.
Wait, you got
kept as pets.
bison? My boy got a bison at home. How much that shit though?
Little boy and his python. Most little boys befriend a puppy or a kitten, but
You know what they say? If you die young, you go to heaven.
this kid is one of a kind. Sambath found himself with a peculiar playmate after his mother found a tiny snake in their house in Setbo village, Cambodia. She kept the small serpent after dreaming about a great snake that protected her family. But little did she know that
sure
the
she wasn't
python
watching
would grow up
Pornhub?
to have such an unusual bond with her son. 3-month-old Sambath loved his new friend so much that they would hug, cuddle, and even sleep together in his crib. They named the python Cam Rowan, which translates to progress in English, and the little boy even learned to crawl alongside the baby snake who was just starting to slither. Before they knew it, this dangerous creature had grown into a 16-foot long, 220-pound
Wow.
snake. But by then, their bond was already unbreakable, and the boy and the snake's unusual friendship started to gain attention around the world. 12 miles south from Cambodia's capital of Phnom Penh, tourists started to
Phnom Penh.
travel to check out the kinship between this young boy and the gigantic python. This snake even had its own 7 by 10-foot room, complete with a little
What?
spirit house where Sambath's father would
Spirit
pray
house.
that the huge python would keep their family safe. However, it looks like this love story has a not so happy ending. When this enormous snake bit the boy, the family was forced to give up their fanged family member. Sambath was heartbroken, but reportedly told the press that he wants his next pet to be a bunny rabbit. Now let's get ready for
Smart.
today's missing topic. This insane image surfaced on the web a few
What?
years ago, and we've wondered who this wolf woman is ever since. These gigantic
Oh.
wolves would
These are probably like they're probably not wolves. They're probably wolf dogs, right?
normally run wild in the forests of Alaska, Canada, or even Russia. However, here they seem to be on a leash at the command of a mysterious girl. Could there be corners of the earth where keeping deadly wolves as a pet is a way of life? After all, we know that there are sledders in the Arctic who keep entire packs of huskies at home. Perhaps wolves make loyal companions too. So
There was
what
a
do you
movie
guys
about
think?
that.
Are these giant beasts really part of the family?
They
Join
have
the
those, right?
conversation by using the hashtag missing topic.
Wait.
Hey,
You're not even,
did you know that if
you're not even gonna what? You're not even gonna tell
smash
us?
the like button, subscribe, and click the notification
Bruh.
bell, you're more likely to win the lottery? So what are you
Bruh.
waiting for? Russian breakfast with a bear.
Yeah, I've seen
Most
this.
people would run from this ursine creature, but this Russian family welcomed a giant brown bear into
To
their
be
home.
honest, of all the animals that crazy people keep in their homes, bears are probably not. I mean, you can still die, but they're very smart. So there is like
Open
a
arms.
point you can
Stepan
make there.
has lived with the Pantelenko family for over 25 years after being adopted at just 3 months old.
I still wouldn't do it, but
То есть мы его взяли маленького с 3 месяцев в зоопарке.
He's a real member of the family. This
Yo, he's
adorable bear even
huge.
eats at the table and cuddles up on
Look
the
how
couch to
big
watch
it
his
is.
favorite shows. Yeah, we know what you're thinking. It's pretty unusual to live with a gigantic
Russia,
brown
though.
bear, but Svetlana and Yuri have an extremely special bond with this wild animal. They found Stepan as a tiny cub orphaned in the woods near Moscow and nursed him back to health, eventually adopting the bear as if he were their own
Yo.
child. The brown bear is totally tame and has even officiated at a wedding. Come on, how awesome would it be
What?
to get married by a bear? Stepan probably
What?
wouldn't have survived by himself in the wild, so it seems as though he was pretty blessed to have been adopted by his human parents. What do you guys think? Should wild animals stay in the wild?
yes. Yes.
Kojek, the croc. We can't think of a creature that would make much more of an unlikely pet. This domesticated croc lived like
he's
one of the
obese.
family in Bogor, West
He's
Java
obese.
for more than 21 years. Erwan and his wife even described Kojek as one of their grandchildren, even though he's 9 feet tall and
Look at this.
900 kilograms.
He's got 15 chins, brother.
Owning exotic animals
Look
is
at
a
this
common
fat
occurrence
fuck.
in Indonesia. Keeping a gigantic croc as a pet certainly is unusual. This is one brave couple. They adopted the dangerous reptile when it was just a tiny baby, measuring a measly 10 centimeters. However, this cute critter eventually grew up. They fed their pet crocodile a whopping 2 kilograms of fish every day, and
Minggu itu mungkin sekitar 50.000.
50,000 rupiah was
their
there.
human grandchildren even brushed the reptile's teeth with no fear for their safety. Looks like Kojek really was domesticated. However, after viral vids of Kojek started to circulate online, officials from the Natural Resources Conservation
yoinked him?
Agency came to remove Kojek from
What?
Erwan and his family's home.
Wait, is
Much
he even
to
gonna
the
fit in that box? I think he's a little too wild, bro.
heartbreak. Crocs are a protected animal under
Look at
Indonesian
his fat
law,
ass.
and he was taken to Taman Safari Conservation Park.
Hey, that's not
Vets
too bad,
put
though.
Kojek on a strict diet due to all
Yeah.
the treats he had been eating at home.
Jesus
this
Christ.
sad separation was ultimately for the best, and Kojek got to live a life more suited for a croc. Lion cubs for the grandkids. These unbelievable pets had a rough start in life. When Palestinian refugee Saad al-Jamal saw these 2-month-old lion cubs at Rafah Zoo, he fell in love with the captive cats. The zoo had been
So he
damaged by
took them?
airstrikes, and so Saad decided to
that
adopt
sucks,
these
bro.
majestic creatures and take them home to the Al-Shabora refugee camp in the
Oh,
southern
you see
Gaza
this?
Strip.
She's trying to suplex the little lion. Oh, I can
Camp
respect
in the
that.
southern Gaza Strip. These big
Someone's been
cats
watching
soon
Becky.
became a part of the family, and they named the female cub Mona and the male one Alex. His 6 grandchildren
They're
loved
so
playing with
cute.
the cubs, and they would run around the apartment and play fight out in the streets. However, cute little cubs don't stay
Yeah,
cute little
they
cubs
don't.
forever. Before long, these
Grow up
small
so
lions
fast.
were starting to grow up and become more and more fearsome. Pretty soon, they were becoming a burden, and keeping up with their huge appetites for meat was proving to be expensive. The animal welfare group Four Paws intervened when
Four
Alex and Mona
Paws.
were being kept confined
Aw.
inside and took responsibility for the big cats. Maybe lions don't make the best pets after all. Looks like it's just the circle of life.
They're so cute though. Hey, I would get a baby lion if it stayed like semi-small.
The hyena man. Hyenas are known for being vicious, ruthless scavengers who will kill humans in a heartbeat. In fact, most
have they-
communities in Africa will
If they killed, I've not heard too many humans dying from hyenas.
avoid contact with these wild animals at all costs. However, in some countries, people have learned to live alongside the cackling hyenas, even feeding and petting them. In Harar, Ethiopia, humans and hyenas have lived peacefully for 200 years after a rocky history. Centuries ago, hyenas used to attack townspeople until they came up with a smart solution. They carved holes in the city walls and threw scraps of meat out to keep the beasts at bay. Since then, people like
City
Abbas
walls,
Youssef have
jeez.
used this technique to feed and train the ferocious hyenas and even attract crowds of tourists. He's even known as the hyena man, and he inherited the
hyena
unusual
man.
skill from his father, who also managed to tame these wild beasts. In Abaju, Nigeria's capital, there are groups of nomadic
Jeez.
people who learn to train the feared hyena as children.
I mean, hyenas are kind of cute, and they're doggish, I guess, right? So
They
I
handle
can
the
kind of see
wild
this
dog with
happening.
no fear, partly due to their unique relationship with hyenas,
There are my friends.
and partly due to a mysterious
not fuck
medicine
with your
that the
friends, bro.
so-called hyena men drink for courage and strength. You can even see these guys commanding the deadly animals to sit and actually hugging the hyenas. We can't believe that these dangerous animals could really be kept as pets.
I think we're going a little too much on
Messi, the
how
mountain
dangerous
lion.
they are.
Anyone who
I've
lives
seen
with
this.
a
I've
cat
seen this channel.
know
They brought this cat to like a dog trick place thing competition.
Exactly how fierce and independent these strong-minded felines can be. Now, house cats are one thing, but a mountain lion in your apartment is a whole nother story. Mariah and Alexander Dmitriev adopted their puma after spotting
It's
him
cute
at
though, right?
Zwank's Zoo
It's
in
cute. I watched the video where they explain how much meat this motherfucker eats. Bro, This thing would eat you out of your house. It
Penza,
eats so
at
much.
just 8 months old, they fell in love with the furry cub and managed to convince zookeepers to let them take him home. Shockingly, they agreed.
Russia,
and this
baby.
brave Russian couple fell in love with their dream pet. Messi the puma is now a 90-pound,
It's cute.
fully grown
It's very
adult
cute.
and shares a small studio apartment with his new human owners. They even converted their hallway into a lion's den, complete with a tree, hidey holes, and walls made of bamboo. It seems like Messi is living his best life. Mariah and Alexander take their pampered puma out for walks, feed him a diet of raw meat, and take him for training sessions 4 times a week. He even has his very own Instagram account, along with 1.4 million followers who tune in to see this wild cat's antics. However, it seems that Messi isn't totally accepted by everyone in the family yet. Their other cat, a sphinx, hisses and bats Messi away with his paws if he comes too close.
Wait,
That's
sphinx?
one courageous kitty.
Those naked ugly motherfuckers. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Doc Anno's Tiger Collection. Bhagavan may have found international fame on the hit Netflix show Tiger King, but he's been a well-known animal trainer for decades.
Cheetah.
You may know him best as
I
Doc
love
Anno,
cheetahs,
the
bro.
founder of the
They're
Institute
awesome.
for Greatly Endangered and Rare Species.
What's a one
a
cheetah?
50-acre wildlife preserve in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Doc has trained over 400 big cats and handles many exotic animals, and raised his first ever tiger cub in 1982. Since then, he's made a name for himself in the animal handling world, and has even worked on films such as Dr. Dolittle and Ace Ventura's Pet Detective. He famously joined Britney Spears on stage during the MTV
Look at it. Look how big this motherfucker is.
VMAs in 2001,
No.
where he wrangled his pet tiger as Spears danced with one of his pythons. More recently, Doc was featured in a sensational Tiger King docuseries, which made a string of wild claims about his Myrtle Beach Wildlife Preserve. However, the doc called the show a quasi-fictional drama, more focused on shock value and titillation than fact. Anno, who was brought up on a cattle ranch, is now passing on his love of exotic pets to his son,
Jesus.
Cody, who's been nicknamed the
Look
real-life
at it. It's
Tarzan.
adorable.
Tiger, we can save the world. If we let the tiger go, we're losing a piece of ourselves forever.
Rare Serval cat.
If I don't let the tiger go, it's gonna be taking pieces out of me, though.
This couple would never be happy with your
Serval
average
cat.
tabby cat. They've become
Wait,
the first
that's
people
not
in the UK to
dangerous,
own a
though.
rare and exotic serval cat, and they even needed a special license to
That's
keep this
awesome.
ferocious
Look how
cat. The
adorable it
wild
is.
cat has to stay contained within a secure garden with a high fence, and the doors and windows of the house have to remain closed at all times in case he tries to escape. The Manchester couple feed their big cat about 20 British pounds worth of chicks, mice, and even rabbits every week, and it's currently about
A week?
3 feet
Oh, that's
long
not that bad.
with room to grow.
You can see he's got really long legs and a really long neck and those massive ears. Those ears are used for hearing one of their favorite prey, which is rodents.
Those ears are used to hearing.
The exotic pet owners named this African wild cat Anubis, and he's most certainly
He's
not their
adorable.
first dangerous pet. They also have a
He doesn't seem that
dwarf
dangerous, though.
caiman, which is a small breed of crocodile. This isn't your typical British house. In fact, it's more like a zoo. Their children, aged 4 and 10, aren't fazed at all by their dangerous pets, and
That's
Anubis
adorable.
even
Why would you be
sleeps in his
fazed?
owner's bed at night. Rex the water monitor. This definitely isn't your average pet. In fact,
Wait,
animal experts
weren't these things venomous, though?
claim that the water monitor is actually impossible to domesticate due to the fact that they're so aggressive and dangerous. The water monitor has been known to crush bones in humans, and it's also highly venomous.
Oh,
A bite
yeah.
from one of these giant lizards can result in excessive bleeding and swelling, and they can grow to over 7 feet in length. However, these freaky facts didn't put off the owner of Rex the water monitor. She adopted Rex when he was just 2 months old and named him Rex because he looked so much like a terrifying Tyrannosaurus Rex.
McFatty when we got him.
Huh? In what way? Wait. In what way? Woman, explain. You got big hands. You're long. You don't walk onto. What? What? Huh?
3 months old. Just a hatchling.
This
Bite
long
her.
lizard was raised with dogs and dines on an unusual diet of rabbits and squirrels. This huge beast weighs 50 pounds. While Rex may look pretty harmless, monitor lizards are a growing trend in the United States, with more and
What?
more people keeping
Really?
them as pets. Rex even dresses
Yo,
up as
US.
a dragon for Halloween. Would you ever adopt
Isn't he
one of
already a
these
dragon, though?
terrifying reptiles?
No.
Hulk and his dynasty. Meet Hulk, the largest pit bull in the world. This
the
enormous
hell?
dog weighs a staggering 174 pounds. His proud
Is
owners,
that like
Marlon and Lisa
70
Grinnan,
kilos?
are the founders of Dark Dynasty
Damn.
Canines in New Hampshire, and they train their
Jesus.
dogs specifically for protection services. When Hulk fathered 8 pit bull puppies, each one of them were expected to fetch a whopping $55,000. That's one expensive guard pup. Yeah, Hulk has some seriously strong genes, and his fantastic qualities are highly coveted. This pit bull papa and his pups live together as a pack without fences or barriers, and they're so well behaved that they can interact with young children. This gentle, well-balanced family is a stark contrast to how the rest of the world often views this misunderstood breed. The pit bull has been bred to fight and attack, and has even been known to maul humans. One study even claimed that while pit bulls make up 6% of the dog population, they're actually responsible for 68% of dog attacks.
The
Biggest
meme.
dogs on the planet right now. It's about 180 pounds, which makes him one of the largest pit bulls in the world.
My boy just spit in his own eye. Oh my boy, you just spit in your own eye.
Pounds,
Look at this. He spit in his
one of
own
the largest
eye.
Pit bulls in the world.
Bro.
What do you guys think of the Hulk? Is he the perfect ambassador
cute.
for the pit bull breed?
It's cute.
The Lion Whisperer. Kevin Richardson was nicknamed the Lion Whisperer by a British newspaper back in 2007, and the name seems to have stuck. This big cat lover runs his very own wildlife sanctuary near Johannesburg, South Africa, and a viral video of Kevin playing with his lions has been viewed more than 25 million times on YouTube. Yeah, Richardson is a very unique individual and has loved lions ever since he first worked at Lion Park in 1998. One day he bonded with 2 7-month-old cubs named Tao and Napoleon, and he visited them every day for the next 8 months, forming a lifelong connection that would change the rest of his life. The lions adored Richardson and his confidence to roar and interact with them. Today, he's devoted his entire career to opposing the trophy hunting of lions.
Realizing that it's not about biting Kevin's hand off. She could have a good gnaw on it. If she bites me too hard, she'll get a little bit of a warning on her nose.
And he has a strict no breeding policy at his wildlife sanctuary. Just look at the way
he doesn't breed with the lions.
These lions worship Richardson. No wonder they call him the Lion Whisperer. Travis, the chimp, goes ape. One of the most famous cases of exotic pets gone wild is the tale of Travis the chimp. This household pet was raised in Connecticut by Sandra Harold, who adopted.
Listen, I gotta be honest with you, I hate chimps. Every time I look at this disgusting face, I just want to slap it. But I know that if I slap it, it's gonna slap me, and my face is gonna go away from my body, which is not nice. I hate chimps.
The wild animal when he was just a tiny chimpanzee. The two did everything together, and Travis was like any other child. However, as he reached adulthood, problems started to arise. This fully grown chimpanzee was insanely strong and super powerful, and over the years, it seemed as though Travis was starting to question his place in the human world he had been raised in. Disaster struck when the chimp lashed out one day, committing a horrific attack that left Sandra's friend scarred for life.
Oh, you gonna play that shit, bro?
The chimp killed my friend!
This totally unexpected tragedy took the world by surprise and served as a visceral warning as to how dangerous pet chimpanzees really are.
It's not really a pet if it, I don't know, mauls your ass.
Jessica the hippo. Jessica's...
Listen, I've watched enough Hood Nature videos. I know a hippo. It's a killing machine. It kills people. It's... why?
Spends her days in the river of Hoedspruit, South Africa, and sleeps in her owner's house by night. Yeah, Jessica is no typical pet, and this gentle giant is one of the only pet hippos in the world. The hippopotamus is one of the most dangerous creatures in Africa, and it's estimated that they kill around 500 people every year, and they're super territorial. However, Jessica has been raised by her owners, Tony and Shirley Joubert, as if she was...
Y'all notice how many of these animals are raised alongside dogs though? I feel like there is something with that. I feel like dogs are, I don't know, I feel like there is something with that. So many of these animals that are like being kept as pets, been raised alongside dogs, and they act different.
Was one of the family. Her calm and graceful nature makes her one of the most unique hippos on Earth, and tourists are even invited to join Jessica and the family for feeding time for a small fee. Tony has a background as a park ranger and took in the hippo when her mother was found lying at the border of Kruger Park. Ever since then, this 2,200-pound hippo has been living a charmed life at her human family's picturesque home and putting a smile on thousands of tourist faces.
What's number 1?
Tyson's Tiger Tyrants.
Yeah.
World famous boxing champion Mike Tyson.
He had 2. I thought he only had 1.
May be known for his wild behavior, but did you know that he was once notorious for his wild pets?
Yes.
Yeah, Tyson placed an order for his pet tigers while he was still in prison.
There was only
the
one.
heavyweight champion even kept them in his home for over a decade. Now, that's one house that you definitely wouldn't dare to trespass into.
Would you even dare if there were no It's Tyson. It's Mike Tyson. What you mean?
However, that is allegedly what happened when a woman on Mike Tyson's property was involved in a tragic accident with one of his beloved white tigers. Tyson claimed that he paid out a cool $250,000 as compensation to this uninvited guest whose hand was severely mauled by the big cat.
Wait, she broke in his house and he had to pay for her ass. What?
Since that incident, the boxer has come to realize that these rare and exotic predators cannot be domesticated, and he donated the animals to a sanctuary after 14 years in his care. Nowadays, Mike Tyson has found a forever friend in his beloved poodle. Now, that sounds like a much more sensible pet, don't you think?
Jesus. Okay, what's number 1?
Pet buffalo. Now, we've seen all kinds of pets before, but we've never seen a pet.
Buffalo, I don't see how. This seems like it'd be one of the easier ones to like domesticate, right? Because, I mean, I don't know.
At buffalo. Jim Soutner is famous in his small town of Spruce Grove in Alberta, Canada, for bringing his fluffy friend with him wherever he goes. The enormous creature, who goes by the name of Bailey Jr., even joins Jim at...
Bro, if that thing takes a shit on your carpet, what you gonna do? You gotta throw out the whole house.
The bar for a cold beer. This hefty 800-pound buffalo is 6 feet tall and 8 feet in length, but Soutner swears that he doesn't have an aggressive bone in his body.
It's kind of cute, though.
I would see such a huge, powerful, unpredictable animal behave so gingerly in a home.
Jim and his wife Linda have bottle-fed Bailey Jr. ever since he was a baby.
Wait, that's
oversized
bro. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. My guy, that's
Jim and his wife Linda have bottle-fed Bailey Jr. ever since he was a baby.
What's wrong with y'all?
Oversized buffalo was
That's
treated
his
as
mother.
though he's their own child.
That's his
Soutner
mother.
even had his 987 Pontiac Bonneville converted so that his big buffalo could join him on his road trips. We don't know about you, but this buffalo kind of looks like an awesome pet. What a wild bunch. I think we'll stick to our cats and dogs. So which one of these dangerous animals could you see yourself owning as a pet?
None of them. Maybe the dog. Maybe the dog. For the rest of them, nah, bro, I'm good. What y'all think? Would you have any of these weirdo animals? Would you even try to? Oh, the cat, the one British family. That cat, I would get that cat. That does not seem that dangerous. I would get that cat. Okay, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Quick thank you to the YouTubers and Patreons. Thank y'all for the support. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and have a nice day, everybody. Bye-bye.